Welcome to SiteDocs. This is the hub for all the policies, procedures, forms and licenses that you are likely to need during your work with NGH. By now, you should have received an email from SiteDocs inviting you to log in and set your password for first-time access. If you have not received that email, please contact Karen Jamison and ask for it to be resent. Once you are logged in, you will see a screen similar to this. It will show the Oracle 2.0 plus any projects that you have been allocated to. Our locations are our projects. Before you commence anything in SiteDocs, you must choose a location. Only projects that have been assigned to you will appear in this list. You can easily see which location you are in by the label at the top center of the screen. We have created a location called the Oracle 2.0, which is where we keep all the NGH policies, procedures, and forms. The Oracle 2.0 contains three main areas: forms, resources, and workers. In the Worker tab, you can view and update your profile and certifications. For example, when you renew your first aid certificate, you can simply add it to SiteDocs by changing the acquired and expiry dates, then clicking the Add Image button to attach the certificate. If you have more than one attachment, such as the front and back of your license, just click Add Additional Images on the right-hand side. To add a new certificate, click Add Certification, fill in the details, add the certificate, then click Save Certificate at the bottom of the screen. The Resources folder contains our policies, procedures, standard SWIMs, SOPs, fact sheets, licenses, and insurances. If you are looking for a particular document, select the HSEQ Manual and Document Control Register folder at the top. Click on the Document Register, select View and Sign, then click View PDF. This will give you a complete list of the documents that are in the resource library, and the column on the right side will show you its location in SiteDocs. Also in the Oracle 2.0 is a tab labelled Forms. This folder contains all of our non-project related forms. All of the forms that were previously in the pub, with the exception of the annual leave form, are now in SiteDocs. We will now run through the project locations. To go back to the Locations menu, just click on the folder name at the top of the screen. You can see that all the projects to which you have been assigned are visible. Click on your project, or you can search for it by simply typing part or all of the project name or number in the search field. I am going to use a test project. You will see that as I type, it reduces the list of projects to just those with test in the name. I'm now in the project, which you can see by looking at the name at the top of the screen. Once you are in a project, you will see this menu. The to-do list shows the forms you need to sign. If there is a red dot beside today, it means that there is a form waiting for your attention. Follow-ups show any forms that have been scheduled to you for action, and in the Shortcuts menu is a list of all of your signed documents. You can view them either by date or name. In each project, you can view all the resources that you could see in the Oracle 2.0. Once you have logged in for the first time on your device, computer, tablet or phone, All of these resources are available offline. Your first login will take longer than subsequent logins while the documents are loading. It is a good idea to log in on your mobile device before you go to the field so that you can be sure that all the resources have loaded. The Forms menu contains all of the project-related forms that you may need to complete as part of a project. The Job Safety Environmental Analysis, or JSEA, must be completed prior to any fieldwork. It covers all the risks and hazards normally encountered during fieldwork and contains sections for medical conditions, PPE, and a call-in protocol if you are conducting fieldwork over multiple days. The JSEA lists the hazards normally encountered in the field, but when you reach the site, you may find that there are additional hazards. It is important for you to assess your surroundings upon arrival, make a note of any hazards, and determine what mitigation measures are required to ensure that you can safely complete the work. The hazard assessment and Take 5 should be completed as soon as you reach the site and again during the day whenever circumstances change, such as if you move to a different location. It should take no more than 5 minutes to complete. Photos can be attached to the form if necessary. The workplace incident form should be completed for all injuries, near misses, and property damage. Injuries include sprains, strains, slips, falls, breaks, stings and bites, cuts and bruises. If the cut only requires a band-aid, it doesn't need to be reported. A near miss is when someone could have been injured but thankfully wasn't. An example of a near miss is a close encounter with heavy equipment on site. This needs to be reported so that, if necessary, procedures can be put in place to prevent it recurring. Property damage includes NGH vehicles and equipment, the client's property, and hire cars. The Workplace Incident Form can be found in both the Oracle 2.0 and also in the project's location. For any incident that occurs during the course of fieldwork, the form in the project location should be used and it will automatically put the project number at the top of the form. If the incident is not project related, such as a fall in the office, it should be reported on the Workplace Incident Form in the Oracle 2.0. A separate video has been produced to show you how to complete the Workplace Incident Form. If you need to purchase any equipment in the field, you must complete the Procurement Application Form for project expenses. Complete all sections of the form, attach photos if necessary, then click Sign and Save. Once you have signed it, select Save and Close. You will then be able to request the project manager's signature, and I'll demonstrate this by opening a previously signed form. Click the blue Request Signature button at the bottom. Select the PM's name from the list and click Next. Set the due date, then click Schedule. The project manager will receive a notification to approve the request. Once the request is approved, you will be able to make the purchase. Please note that a procurement application form is not required for an expense such as refueling a hire car. The vehicle pre-start checklist for hire cars should be completed after you have collected the keys for the vehicle, but before you leave the hire company premises. It is very important that all questions are answered and that you take photos of any damage, including windscreen chips. You should also check under the vehicle for oil leaks or damage. Photos of any damage, leaks, etc. should be attached to the form. This will provide tangible evidence of your existing damage to protect NGH against insurance claims by the hire company. The check should take no more than 5 minutes to complete. You will see that each form has a number of headings. New forms, as the name suggests, is to start a new form. In progress are forms that you have started but are not complete. This is a local-only copy. That is, only you can see the forms under this heading. New and in-progress forms can be deleted, but once they have been signed, they cannot be deleted. Duplicate is used to duplicate a previously signed form that you want to use as the basis for a new form. For example, if you are conducting fieldwork at the same location with the same team each month, rather than having to create a new form, you could just duplicate it and change the date. Revisions show the revision history for each form that has been completed. You would use this folder when you want to revise a form. Previously signed, as the name suggests, is the signed document. You would send the most current version of the previously signed document to your project manager or manager for approval. You can find additional information in the SiteDocs procedure, which is in the Resources Library. If you have any questions or if you encounter any problems while using SiteDocs, please contact Karen Jamison. Thank you for watching this SiteDocs training video.